I'm clicking the wrong one. That's why. uh, isn't that silly, Alex?
Indeed, it was very silly.
Let me place my phone on silent.
You better, damn it.
It's on vibrate now. Hey, you guys wanna know? Hey, you guys wanna know what my new love is?
Catherine?
Abby?
Video league.
Yeah, after 6 months in my relationship, my new love is Catherine. No, I actually really like coffee now. It's actually
Coffee.
tasty. Yeah, I'm a coffee man. I enjoy it.
Have I told you guys about my first experience with coffee?
It was a wild one, I'm sure.
My dad told me it was hot chocolate and I was 12.
So was it good? Did you?
No.
Did you like chug it or something?
I took 2 sips and realized it was the worst tasting hot chocolate I had ever had.
You went back for seconds.
I took 2 sips.
Wait a second. Let me try that again.
Let me try that again.
Recording. Please tell me this isn't recording.
Oh, this is the first couple minutes of the recording.
Oh god.
Are you ready?
Looks like we already got a name. Going back for seconds.
Alright. Chapter 11. Ill. I made a joke earlier, you missed it. It was really funny, right guys?
Oh, I missed it?
Yeah. But that doesn't even look like ill, it just looks like a 3.
Chapter 11, 3.
No.
Ink! You really shouldn't joke around about stuff like that.
I'm not kidding around, Aether. Something's not right with me. I think I'm having hallucinations. ... That means something's wrong with me, right? No sane person would just have visions out of nowhere.
Describe these hallucinations of yours.
I think I'd end up just sounding more crazy if I did that.
Try me.
Hey, who's making noise? Do you guys hear that?
I think it's Brian.
I think it's Brian.
I am pushed to talk on, it's not me.
It was Alex then.
Alex.
Alex.
He muted himself, I see.
Oh, okay.
Okay, well... I saw some kind of gash. It looked like the room was torn right in half. The room started to bend. The walls were all wobbly. The floor wouldn't sit still. I was so disoriented. I couldn't even stand up. And then, at the edge of my vision, there was this thread. I reached for it, and then that's where when the tear appeared.
I thought we didn't want to recap. I thought that's
that's what's happening right now, pretty much. And what's more is that you didn't see it all. You just walked into the room as if it weren't there, which it probably wasn't.
Hey, Alex.
I didn't see anything. That's true. Sorry. It was lagging for me. I didn't see the line.
Hey, it's all good, buddy.
Do you think it's possible that I have schizophrenia?
Schizophrenia.
Huh. That's a bit
this
of
is
a
what
jump
happens
there,
when, This is what happens when you self-diagnose.
Isn't that extremely rare, schizophrenia?
Not as rare as you think.
I thought it was for young people. It's extremely rare. No, wait.
Is it?
Isn't? I mean,
it mostly shows itself in mathematical geniuses.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Ink is not a beautiful mind. He's for beautiful.
That's a Russell Crowe reference, if you guys didn't know.
I don't know who Russell Crowe is, but
is he the one in
A
A Beautiful Mind?
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, that's what I was saying.
Whoa there! Don't you think you might be jumping the gun a bit with that one?
That's what we said.
You tell me. You're the hotshot psych student, right?
Why don't we just take out the shot? Am I right, gentlemen? I can't whistle.
I'm just a freshman, remember? I'm still taking the introductory courses. What you're talking about is something I'd only study if I were to go into the clinical branch of psychology. At Bellbridge U, you usually don't choose a specialization until year 3.
So you don't know anything, then?
While I haven't been taught anything about it in school, I've read about it in my own time, but anything I told you wouldn't really count as expert advice.
I guess that's to be expected. Still.
Let's start with the most basic question. Have you ever been diagnosed with a mental illness?
Well, no, but I've done some research.
Oh no. Reading an Internet MD article doesn't count as research. A professional diagnosis is the only
Thing that should matter.
Sorry.
What if I told you one of my parents was mildly schizophrenic? Doesn't it increase the likelihood of being diagnosed?
Yes.
Well, yes, okay, it does. But still, the chances of your...
I'm about the right age for it to develop, too.
I'm impressed that you were able to read that and like memorize it in the second that you had.
Hank, listen to yourself. Is this something you want?
Everybody wants to be schizophrenic.
I don't want it to take me by surprise, that's all.
Well, from what I remember, the hallucinations are usually auditory. You know, like voices in your head.
Okay,
You-
well, it just...
Yeah, that's kind of weird to just skip straight ahead. Usually auditory, which I take it means that some more serious hallucinations have been documented.
Hank, you aren't gonna develop full-on psychosis out of the blue like that. Have you ever had any hallucinations before?
Not that I know of, no, but I've had other symptoms. Disorganized thoughts, paranoia.
Those symptoms could be anything, though. Anxiety, OCD, depression. Try not to give this any more thought. It isn't doing you any good.
Oh. It scares me, you know?
The words just came spilling out of Ink's mouth. He wondered if there was a part of him that wanted Aether to know.
Losing control, not being able to trust my own senses. It scares me more than anything scent could throw at me.
There's nothing wrong with being afraid.
Ink slumped over and put his head into his hands.
This game is getting to me.
I'm counting on you to be strong, okay?
Aether pat his shoulder. She was warm, and could feel the heat of her palms even through his jacket. She might have been a stranger just a few hours ago, but now there was at least one person in the world who had some measure of faith in Ink. He couldn't help but be happy. Exit/corners, be darned, roll credits. Ding.
Aw, crap. I forgot all about Sean.
John!
Sean!
Ink reached for his Gemini.
Sean!
Ink, where are you, bud? Don't wander off.
I'm here.
Are you breathing like I told you to? Keep at it for a few more minutes. Stand up if it helps, man.
Don't worry, I'm better now. It stopped.
What? Just like that?
Just like that.
You should take a small breather just to, be safe.
Oh well, thanks for your help.
Doesn't sound like I helped a whole lot, but I'm glad you're okay, my man. What was it in the end? A panic attack?
It was weird. I'll fill you in later.
Was cute little Aether around to help you out, my dude?
Maybe.
What'd she do to snap you out of it?
I don't know. She just showed up and everything went back to normal.
Dang.
Sweet.
You better wife this girl pronto.
I'm just telling you what happened. You don't have to tease me.
I'm not teasing you. For real, though, you should introduce us when you're out of here. There.
The thought of the two of you meeting up disturbs me.
Why? Scared I'd steal her away from you?
Okay, now you're teasing me.
Little bit, yeah. You need my help with anything else, my man?
No, not right now, bro. Just be ready in case I find a lead for you.
How much longer do I have to stay in your room? I'm getting bored.
Maybe you should come join me then. I promise you'd be far from bored.
Funny guy. For real, can I scoot?
I don't see why not. Just keep your Gemini on you.
Will do. TTY later.
Titil.
Ink looked up from his Gemini to see Aether staring down at her own.
She always looks so sad when staring at that thing.
So what's Sean up to? Is he still trying to help us escape?
He's been investigating the hotel and my abduction. I don't think he's gotten any closer to actually getting us out of here, but I'll take any information I can get.
Are the two of you close?
I'd say so, yeah. I've only been friends with him for maybe 2 years, but he looks out for me. Even if he is a bit of a dick sometimes.
Next time he's being a dick, just uppercut him real hard in the mouth. My Psych 101 textbook says that's the best way to condition someone to treat you better.
I assume that's a joke.
Really?
No, I made that up, but hey, it could be true for all I know.
You've got a strange sense of humor, girl. How about you, huh? Has your father made any progress yet?
No, sorry. I'm trying my best to get him to cooperate.
He's not helping you? Or has he just not replied to you yet?
Aether sighed and whispered something to herself before responding to Ink.
He's talking to me, but, well, he never liked me very much. Even now, he's telling me not to send him any more messages. He's got more important people to talk to, apparently.
He doesn't care that you're in danger?
He doesn't believe a word I'm saying.
Jeez, your dad sounds like an asshole. How do you put up with that?
I guess I'm just used to it at this point. He's always yelling at me. Part of me doesn't blame him. He sort of, got stuck with me.
Damn. I didn't even know what to say.
I want to ignore him, but at the same time, his help might be essential to completing this game. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to think anymore.
I mean, it's probably important, right? You know?
Yeah, her daddy issues might be important later.
Especially if my theory pans out.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of daddy issues, so I think we should go with it.
Is that how you choose?
My women, yes.
You should keep trying to reach him. It might be important. I know it must suck. Your father doesn't sound like the nicest guy out there. But talking to him probably beats dying.
Probably.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
So you'll keep trying to get his help?
So long as you keep talking to your friend Sean, we could use his help too.
Deal. I want to figure out why we have contacts in the first place. The best way to do that would be to stay in touch with them.
I feel like we're gonna meet the contacts in person at some point.
Probably.
Probably not, actually. Come on, let's rejoin the others before they get suspicious.
Sure.
Aether followed Ink back through the adjoining hallway into the newly unlocked room. Ooh, my type of place.
A bar?
It took Ink's eye a moment to adjust to the sudden darkness. Looks pretty bright in here.
This place looks like one of Sean's old hangouts. I wonder if that's real booze back there.
That'll certainly make the time go by.
The layout of the room seemed familiar, but Ink felt uneasy all the same. He found himself turning away from the oppressive glare of the lights above the bar. The other standout source of the light was the blue glowing radiating from the monitor. Just as Ink would have guessed, Beth and Ray were already underway with the puzzle. Equally unsurprising was Liza's lack of involvement. She was staring at a Gemini from the comfort of a cushioned stool. That was, of course, until Ink wandered over.
Think you could take longer next time? I feel like we don't spend enough time on these puzzles. There was an emergency. Besides, you don't appear to be helping either.
Boom!
Yeah, well, this is an emergency too.
I can see.
Ink!
Oof.
What? Why are you looking at me like that?
What's happening? Why are you covered in blood?
I just killed Scent.
Yeah, I forgot he was covered in blood.
Oh,
Ink didn't have an answer. His absent-mindedness had gotten the better of him, and he found himself with no excuses.
Look at you! It's all over your clothes!
Why did Liza get so ashamed? Ink knew that he was far beyond being able to conceal what had happened. He stayed still as Beth inspected his sleeves and scarf. Oh, okay, I thought this was... okay. There must have been some caked blood left on Ink's face, as Beth began wiping the corners of his mouth.
what?
She was rough. What?
I like cake.
Beth began wiping the corner of his mouth? That's messed up.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Like a grandmother would, like this. Oh, let me get that.
You can't see Brian. She was rougher than like though, and he eventually pulled himself away.
You still got some blood on your upper lip!
Ink hurriedly wiped it away, but neither Beth nor Liza would divert their attention.
Tell me what happened! Now!
I wasn't feeling well, so I ducked into one of the other hotel rooms back there. I was nauseous, you know? And then I just kinda vomited blood everywhere.
Nothing out of the norm.
Yes, you know, as people do.
You should have come to me immediately!
I didn't want anyone to panic. Wait, so is this the same thing that was happening to me? If so, what causes it? Is it fatal?
Is it asbestos?
See? Like that.
It seems like the same thing Liza had. I was there for both.
I see. That's a bit of a relief, actually.
We don't know for sure if it's the same illness, but given the circumstances, I'd be surprised if they weren't related.
Don't call it an illness.
Does the word frighten you?
It's just... we don't know what it is yet.
What's all the fuss over here about? Something you folks feel like sharing?
Were you not listening?
No, I'm doing the puzzle.
Puffed! No!
Pivot.
Puffed. Puffed.
Sorry, it was taking a while to load. Ink was covered in blood. At a glance, it's the same thing that affected Liza earlier.
Oh, huh?
That's all you have to say?
What else is there to say? Whatever is causing this is bleeding. It hasn't killed either of you yet.
Aren't you concerned at all? If two of us have shown signs of this illness so far, it isn't impossible the rest of us also have it. I just added
Who
the word.
hasn't even noticed, though?
Ray gets it, let's go.
Well, I just assumed, I guess. It isn't normal, you know? I feel like Henry.
What do you think, Beth? You're a nurse after all.
I was a nurse. I retired some time ago, my dear, even if I am still technically registered. Anyway, I'm aware that I'm starting to sound like a broken record, but I'm not terribly sure what it could be. If we're lucky, your bodies are just having a reaction to whatever sleeping agent they drugged us with.
That's a
Legit point.
Good detective work, then.
And if we aren't lucky,
Cancer.
it would be best not to dwell on that. As it stands, we won't be able to treat it until we get out of the four elements.
Scent did this to us. I don't know if I'd go so far as to say that. Oh, sorry. I guess the part where we've both gotten sick on the very same day that we've been kidnapped is complete coincidence. This was planned, just like the rest of this stupid game. We were poisoned.
That is incorrect. Ink quickly jogged back over to the monitor.
Scent made this room too big.
The screen at the end of the room, which a moment ago had displayed a puzzle, now featured Scent's crude avatar. The contestants huddled around it.
Answers, maybe?
Oh, so you want to talk now?
Pardon me for eavesdropping. I simply wanted you to all get your facts straight. You were not poisoned. Given the purpose of the game, that simply would not do.
Oh yeah? What's the fucking purpose of the game then?
Once again, Ray, I find your uncouthness disappointing. Why can't you be more like Ink?
Are you trying to make us argue amongst ourselves? Is that what you're getting at?
Of course not. I'm merely trying to show my appreciation for Ink.
I think you ought to leave right now, Scent.
No, we need answers, stupid.
And I think you ought to talk to your family, but we both know neither one of us is gonna be able to do that.
Ooh, burn.
Nice job, Grandma.
But.
Why so quiet, Beth? Something the matter?
How did you get a hold of Earl, Scent?
Do you honestly think I'm going to answer that? Seriously, do you?
Please, I need to know. Please.
Perhaps if you hadn't dropped your Gemini, you'd have found out. Pity.
Will you just leave us alone?
You certainly speak softly, don't you, Aether? Could you please repeat that?
Leave her alone, Scent. We can't play exit/corners if you keep interrupting us like this.
Roll credits.
You want answers, though.
That's what you want, right? You want us to play this game, don't you?
Oh, very well. How you sway me so, Ink. Before I leave, however, I'd like to reiterate that you have not been poisoned. Poison would be unfair. Believe it or not, I want you to beat the odds and live another day. Most of you, that is.
Prove it then. Let us go.
Perhaps I will. Perhaps I will. Ink, I would like to speak to you in private. Please remain alone in this room once the puzzle has been completed,
Whoa, he's asking you out, Ink.
or you could die. Before Ink could probe Sen about why he was being singled out, the screen turned dark. Wait, did they not see him, like, fly up? Because he does that every time. Oh, whatever. A short moment later, it brightened anew and the puzzle was visible once again.
He sure seems to have taken a liking to you, Ink.
I do too.
I wish I could say I was flattered, but it mostly just creeps me out.
I wonder what he wants to tell you in private.
Fuck him. You don't owe him any of your time. Focus on the puzzle instead. You two have been spending way too much time talking in private as it is.
I doubt that his request is for our benefit. I say you turn him down as well.
Screw off, dude. I want to talk to Sen.
Yeah, we need to find out what's going on.
What if it's important?
I doubt that. He's just gonna continue to taunt you or something.
I still need to think about it. I don't want him to detonate another one of those explosives, you know? Let's just do this puzzle while I mull it over.
Fine, let's hurry it up.
Ray and Beth turned to the monitor, eager to continue from wherever it was they had left off. Aether shrugged and joined them. Ink started for the monitor too, but felt a tap on the shoulder.
Yeah? What is it?
I like that pose, by the way. I think that's my favorite pose in the game. I don't know why.
Of
Just-
all the characters?
Yeah, I think so. It's just, I don't know,
Not
the best
Ray
one.
slamming his fists together.
That one's... I
Mine-
like the noise it gives.
Mine is Ray's disgust face, because that's just funny.
I mean, I just like this one, conceptually, not for, comedic reasons.
You're feeling better now, right? It doesn't hurt anymore? Oh, no, I'm fine now. I see.
She doesn't look happy with that response.
Why the sudden concern? Is that really all you wanted to ask me? Ink, do you feel any different since you woke up this morning? Different how? Mentally different, physically different, just different. I feel a little different, yeah. In what way? It's hard to explain. I feel like my way of thinking has changed. It's all in the details, my speech, the way I react to others. I don't know. I'd say I wouldn't normally behave this way. Whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, I couldn't quite tell you. I mean, this could all just be because I'm really stressed out, but who knows? Something might have happened to me. Was that the answer you were looking for? No, not really. Didn't think so. Sorry I couldn't be of any help. Whatever. Come on, let's just solve this puzzle. Right.
This is getting odd.
After you.
Spelled Jade. Alright. Can I assume I can? Alright, yeah. J-A-D-E.
Alright, before we move. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4 and dice. Just wanted to point that out.
But can you switch around the actual pieces inside of the dice? Like you make one of the pieces from the 3 go to the 4.
Yes.
Okay, that helps. Well, let's try to spell it out with numbers.
Okay.
Like A is the first letter of the alphabet, so that
J is. There's no way we're gonna fit a double-digit number in 3x3 squares.
unless of course it's not cards. That game we were playing yesterday with the dice. Remember how the zero was used to represent the 100? So maybe that one's just 0 for 10. Because J is the 10th letter of the alphabet.
So you saying J is...
Yes.
Okay, so A would be 1.
D is 4, make it out like the 4 on a dice.
What if it's the number or the?
And E is 5.
I know.
What if it's the? We'll check that first, and then I'll say my thing.
Easy.
I'm
I don't-
actually surprised at how well you guys solved that.
I mean, that was easy.
I don't even get the puzzles anymore.
I actually got stuck on that
The last
problem.
one was a code too. This was just a different version of the code that had one extra step to it. And if we weren't complete nerds that played that game we played yesterday, I wouldn't have thought of the first one.
Oh yeah, I forgot we played cards.
That doesn't make any sense. Shouldn't the answer be 9034?
No, it's 0145.
A is the first letter of the alphabet. Doesn't that mean it should be represented by the number 1?
In most programming languages, the first index is an array, is 0, not 1. That's why I thought A would be 0, B would be 1, all the way up to J, which would be 9. It would have worked out perfectly because you can't display any digit with a greater value than 9 on a domino. But for some reason, A is just a J and is zilch. That isn't the. I was thinking that.
Can you say your last line fast?
That isn't the way it's supposed to be.
Thank you.
Does it even matter now? We've already solved the puzzle, so there's no point in dwelling on it.
It was a stupid puzzle, that's all. So pissy.
There we go.
What do you think you won?
That one wasn't too bad.
Ink, are you staying?
I think I might.
Huh? Why stay? Because son.
Sent said he wanted to speak to me in private, remember?
Oh, right. Are you seriously going to give in to his request? To hell with that guy.
Nothing good will come of me speaking. Let's just ignore him.
What makes you all so sure it's a him? It could be anyone behind that avatar.
Whoever they are, they've gone mad long ago. I can't condone speaking them with them unless absolutely necessary.
Oh my god, Beth's son faked your death.
Yeah, but let's just go, Beth. He's made up his mind. Ink, make it quick. I'll try.
Is there a contact you don't have speculative as sent, Brian?
What?
Like you made Ether's dad, Liza's dad, and now Beth's contact out to be like
Oh,
sent.
I did say it could be a cooperative.
Don't let him trick you.
I won't.
Now alone, Ink approached the monitor. He stared at the completed puzzle for a time, wondering if he should just turn tail and rejoin the others.
What do you want, Sin?
The screen didn't so much as flicker. Ink sighed. Hey, sigh. Echo.
Beetlejuice.
Why does this matter?
Because this one's correct.
Oh, I get it. Beetlejuice, sent.
I had a feeling you would remember. Well done.
Yeah, don't you feel special?
Who wouldn't feel special in my position? I am in complete control after all. I can't speak for the lot of you, but I am certainly enjoying myself.
What do you want from me?
I want to spend time with you, that's all. I want to converse with you.
I told you to cut the crap. What do you really want?
You think I was lying? Why do you doubt me so?
'Cause you're trying to kill me, maybe?
Yo, look at that face.
That's a new one.
New. I don't even remember the voice I just did. No.
It was like a higher pitched version of the sad, by the way.
Okay. No, absolutely not. Have I not mentioned that I want my contestants to live? Especially you, Ink Greer.
Why are you so fucking obsessed with me?
Because you're intelligent, which is a trait I admire. You've already so cleverly deduced that I've been watching the lot of you. I'll have you know that I've been keeping an especially close eye on you, Mr. Greer.
Gross.
You're almost too clever. Not only are you an expert at solving puzzles, but you've also deduced a lot about exits/corners and about myself. Roll credits. You're kind, too. You put others' needs before your own, try to keep your fellow contestants calm, and always seem to want to lend an ear. I also happen to think you're a funny fellow. Know that I have not been laughing at all your jokes. Know that I have been laughing at all your jokes, even when the others have not. Remember that one in the boiler room? That pun? Oh, very funny.
That was
Mr.
my
Greer.
best joke yet.
Oh, it was. Something was off. To receive compliments from one's abductors felt strange indeed. Ink crossed his arms.
Why are you telling me this?
I'm telling you this because I believe you ought to know what a wonderful young man you are. I'm beginning to feel a certain connection between us.
Connection? What's that supposed to mean?
Gross.
I suppose what I'm trying to say is, I love you. Yes! What I've always wanted.
Wow. So satisfied
let's
with that
get
chapter ending, aren't you?
I am. I always wanted Sen to say I love you.
It's no longer in your fanfiction, it's a reality. It's canon.
It's a reality. Let's go. Gonna have sex with a mask. Let's go.
Hey.
I
He's
mean, all
trying.
you need's a head.
He's trying to induce Stockholm syndrome.
Dude. I feel like he shouldn't have had just a sudden wave of love for him. It was
Yeah,
very odd, actually.
Yeah, he's trying to mess him up.
Yeah, I mean, it was
Definitely.
very misplaced, I feel. Like, he brought that out of nowhere. He RKO'd him with that.
I mean, up to you if we continue tonight.
Oh, no. It's 1 in the morning, and I'm tired.
Oh my
But-
god, it is.
I mean, we can have our little discussion, because that was interesting, right?
Yeah.
Let's discuss how I didn't get that puzzle at all.
You didn't get the... Alright, Jack. Jack is a 10, and because he can't really make a 10, it'd be 0. Like, there'd be nothing
Like
in
on the
there.
10-sided die.
Yeah.
It was-
When you have a 0, it represents 10, not 1.
A is
I just
1,
don't get how you got J is the 0.
because
like,
deck of cards.
Oh, you're talking a deck of cards.
Yeah,
Blackjack.
Sure.
very good, Brian. You and I are on the ball.
I haven't gotten any of these puzzles. I haven't gotten the last 3
Actually,
puzzles.
J is the 10th letter of the alphabet, so.
Oh, I assumed that, but I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
I
J
didn't-
is 10, T is 20. Don't ask me how I know that.
Yeah, it's like, what the heck? You're weird, Brian.
M and N are 13 and 14, respectively.
All the vowels are odd.
What?
All the vowels in the alphabet are odd.
Wait, can we get
Yeah.
can we get a see at the next chapter's name?
Wait, no, isn't I?
I is
No,
9
I is
right
9.
before J.
I don't want...
It's 1, 5, 9,
not wanna
15,
spoil
and
it?
21.
Nah, we gotta see it in the next one. It's a surprise, as always.
Alright, fine.
We're gonna play tomorrow, let's be real.
Probably.
For once, guys, I've got nothing to say that I mean, besides, of course, the weird thing with Liza discussing how she's changed since she got there.
Really, you don't think Ink randomly just saying I love you, like, relatively
Sense?
speaking, out of nowhere?
Yeah, that just has me like
Dumbfounded.
yeah. I saw it coming. I just can't believe it happened this early.
Yeah, it's very early. It seemed misplaced, almost as if it's not real. But maybe...
Like that's
maybe,
like a mid-season cliffhanger on a TV show.
Maybe he really does love him, though, to be fair. You know, I'm just throwing that out there.
Well, I
I
guess
mean,
11 would be the mid-season point.
Maybe Ink has a creepy
Yeah,
stalker
TV
in
show.
college.
This is definitely like Lost. It's gonna
What?
leave us with way too many unanswered questions
Oh.
when we're done.
I never watched Lost.
I watched Lost, but I don't remember most of it.
Let's go.
How did you watch it last year and not remember most of it? And I watched it between 8th and 9th grade and I remember almost everything.
I don't really know, to be honest.
I really didn't even like it either.
I mean, ask me a question about Lost, I probably won't be able to answer it.
Who's the fat guy?
Hugo.
It's really Hugo? Yeah.
Hurley is the name they call him, but yeah, Hugo is
Yeah.
his real name.
I was gonna say that. Isn't that the one thing I know? It's Hurley.
Alright, give me another one.
What are the numbers?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I know they're engraved on, like, the trap door.
I'm just
Nope.
asking you for the numbers.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah,
Or-
yeah.
4, 8, 15, 16, 23, 42.
Do you remember what they represent?
Just give me a second.
No
Oh, I
looking it
remember.
up.
Nope, I remembered.
Okay, wait. Before we get lost and lost, can we get back to exit corners?
Probably a good idea.
No, I need to answer the question so no one
Yeah,
thinks
he
I'm
needs
cheating.
to answer.
They represent the last. How many numbers is it? 7?
8
6.
or 6.
Yeah. They represent the people that landed on the island. Like the numbers correspond to people's names. That was it.
So,
That is true.
sure. I'll go with it.
Alright,
But, I mean, that's all I had. I'm not gonna lie. I got nothing for this episode. It was.
I guess.
it was-
Oh.
That the Liza's dialogue kind of just adds to my theory though.
of her
Well,
being colorblind?
Well, maybe she's
Blind.
maybe she's acknowledging that she should know like the difference between a pen and pencil, and that she's not blind. It's just that she's acting mentally different, just like Ink is.
Well,
I think that's
as a
kind of a
person-
stretch. She said physical second, and that's normally what they intend when they ask the question.
Well, she added mentally too, so I think that has
Yeah,
something
but she
to
said
do
it
with it.
first. They don't really care
What
about the first one, they
difference
care
does it
about the
make?
second. Ink answered with the first, and
she
she didn't like the
if she
answer.
didn't give a
She was
shit
looking
about-
for a physical
If
response.
she didn't give a shit about mental differences, why did she add it in the first place?
To space it out.
Yeah, to hide what she really wanted.
Because if she just asked for physical changes, that would make
Obvious.
less more obvious of something like that to the reader, to the player.
You have a way with words, Brian.
I don't know how to put them together, but I know what I'm trying to say.
I knew what you were trying to say, dude. Don't worry.
Chris is the Brian translator.
Or I just had the same thought process, but sure. Well, I think that was good for this agenda, gentlemen.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Thanks, Matt, for watching.
Yeah.
Bye. I'm gonna hold
Sorry.
this